Do I have one for y'all today? We got Mr. Brian's 2015 F250 here. This is a gasser, but it is irrelevant. The diesels will be the exact same. So he brought this over. Dude, crazy story actually. It's super nice fella. He's kind of a neighbor, but he lives a little over 10 miles away on some hilly roads. He dropped his truck off and hopped on a bicycle and biked home. Far better guy than me. And here I am with my belly's hanging out of my shirts. This dude's just trekking it on a bicycle. What an animal. But yeah, he brought it over. He's got a wrench icon on his dash, and he put his little handheld scanner on it and saw some brake switch codes. So we are gonna just jump right into this. We're gonna get in here and see if we can't figure it out for him. So I'm gonna get my scanner hooked up and we will pick up inside the truck. I put my scanner on it. We have brake switch AB correlation, brake switch A circuit high, a vehicle over speed condition, brake switch out of read code range, and an AC code. This is all stored in the PCM, right? And then there's also the same brake code stored in the ABS module. So before we get started in figuring out what's going on here, I want to describe how the system actually works, just because that's really, you need to understand that to be able to troubleshoot this kind of thing. So there are two sensors in the braking system that allows the PCM to know whether or not you're applying the brake pedal. There is the brake switch, which is on the brake pedal itself, and when it's open, it is braking, and when it's closed, it's non-braking. And then there's actually the pressure sensor itself on the master cylinder that checks to see how much pressure is being applied fluid-wise. It needs to see both of those. So that's why it has an AB correlation code, is because one is working and one is not. All right, now that we understand how the brake system works through the PCM and the ABS module, I'm gonna go straight into the ABS module and look at live data there. You can see that in the PCM as well. I'll also take this time to note that I'll put an Amazon shopping list up here in the video and links in the description for any parts or any tools that we use in this. But yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, so immediately whenever you get into the ABS module, you'll see here that the brake on off is set to on, even though we are clearly not pressing the brake. Well, we have 0 on the pressure sensor. So what happens if I press this pedal? Boom, now we're building pressure. So it would appear the brake pressure sensor is working correctly, which means our problem has to be the switch on the pedal down here. So let's get under there and take a look at it. All right, so now that we have our primary suspect, we're gonna go in right to this brake pedal here. I got ourselves a good little flashlight. I'm not sure if y'all can see this. Let me try and get you a better angle. It looks like the tip of the sensor is broken off and turned over. I'm gonna pull it out of there. So what you're gonna do, it's hard for my big self to fit up under this dash with a seat in there.
6.5 hours later.
Hopefully this is not confusing, but I left that little bit in there so you could see the broken tab, but I did a terrible job filming it. So I'm gonna reshoot it right quick so that way y'all can get a better view of exactly how to take this brake switch out and what you're looking for in here. All right, so that being said, what you're gonna wanna do, if you wanna get a good look at it, is grab this lower panel here and just pop this off. It's held in with push pins, just like that. Now, if you look up underneath here, you can see the back of your brake switch, which is that white part with the plug in it, and it's blue down the side right there, right? And you saw there was like a broken, it's actually a push tab that's on the back, and there's supposed to be a little spacer plate, and it just wasn't there. But you will reach in, you will grab this brake switch right here with your hand, and you will rotate it counterclockwise like that, and then it will come right on out, just like that. I actually had Mr. Brian order one of these, and I'll have one in the description. So you want to just make sure when you pull it out that it travels nice and freely. It's not sticky. So his old one was really gummy. So we just really quickly ordered one. They're like less than $20 on Amazon. Again, there will be a link in the video and in the description. But in his case, that wasn't the end all be all of his problem. So this little piece that we just pulled out is actually the backside of the pin for a pad that sits on the brake pedal that the brake switch hits. And without that pad, the spacing is wrong, so it's not completely depressed whenever the brake pedal is in the non-depressed position, and it sets this code. Luckily, and I'll show you the exploded parts diagram, what we're looking for, but I'm also gonna jump over to a screen record real quick. So what we're gonna do, that little pad is only sold by Ford as part of the brake pedal assembly. So you have to buy the entire brake pedal assembly to get that one little push pin. Lucky for us, we don't even have to do the hard part. Somebody's done this already and they posted the pad on Thingiverse. So we are going to 3D print one and slap it in there, and then we'll give them like a spare as well. So let me go in. We're gonna do a quick little screen record on the computer. I'll show you what they made, and then we'll get one fired up and we'll get it put in the truck. All right, here it is real quick. This is the Thingiverse push pin for the brake pedal. I will have a link in the description below. I am having a hard time even finding the parts diagram on a Ford website. I'll keep searching for a bit and see if I can't find it to show it as a part of the assembly, but I can't find a brake assembly period on their parts website. So I will keep searching, and I will call one, and I will show it here in a little bit, hopefully. But this is the piece that we need. So we're going to print a few of them. You can have a couple in his glove box just in case one of them breaks down the line. But we're using a PLA Plus for the print and a bamboo printer. So it's only going to take 13 minutes to make 3 of them. All right, so I did want to mention I could not find an exploded parts diagram. Not even my local dealership could find one in the parts department, but he did confirm that the pads are sold as part of the brake pedal assembly. However, I did find out that now Dorman does offer these. So they may be on your local parts store shelves. I'll also have a link to the Amazon in the shopping list previously and in the description. So you can order these now. I don't know that this is going to be the right size, but this is our bamboo 3D printed one. I'm fairly confident, but we're going to get down here and get it installed. I don't know how well I'll be able to record this. I'm actually kind of contemplating taking the seat out to get a good angle for you. But let's get down here and see what we can see. Okay, so what I actually realized is if you pull this lower trim panel, which is just push pins, you'll just grab underneath and just pop it. Take this off, it gives you a nice access hole to get right up where you need to get to. So we're gonna try it again through here and see if we can't get this thing installed well. Put you down here maybe. Maybe you can see him, maybe you can't. I'm also right-handed, of course. My hands are also not the smallest. None of this helps with install. There we go. Let's go. Push. Push. Ugh. Hey, I got it. Oh my God. That thing was a freaking animal to click in there, but it went. I actually went and bought the Dorman ones because I thought I couldn't get it to work, and they were even worse than the 3D printed model. So I'm gonna take these back. We're gonna use our 3D printed pins. Come on. So now all I gotta do is we'll put the brake switch back in. We're gonna depress the pedal for that too, so we're not hitting the plunger. Put it in, turn it counterclockwise once it's in its grooves, and then we're ready to clear out the codes and see how she works. All right, here we are. We have come back in to our ABS module and cleared out our codes and restarted the vehicle. And looky there, brake pedal off, brake sensor 0. As soon as I press it, on, off, on, off, on. Come on. So yeah, what did we learn here? We learned definitely make sure you pull off this panel before you go to plug it in. It's going to give you a much better view of it. We learned that the 3D printed pin works just fine. So that is what I'm going to recommend. The Dorman one I couldn't get to squeeze in there, but maybe I didn't squeeze it quite hard enough. It's a booger. I mean, you gotta press it hard, man. It took almost everything I had to get it to click in, but that means it is in there securely. I'm gonna give him an extra one to put in his glove box just in case it breaks at some point in time. But yeah, that's all there is to it. If you want to give the Dorman ones a go, I will have them linked, but I highly suggest the 3D printed model. Like I said, it's cheaper, faster, and yeah, all around it just seemed better. But that's that. So if this video helped you out, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more.